My brain is an internet browser with 108 tabs open, and every time I try to close them, it asks me, "Are you sure?" And I'm not sure. I'm not sure about anything. Hey everybody, welcome back to EmKay. It's me, Robin. I'm back again today, taking a look at r/suspiciously specific. You know, where all those posts pop up of someone being a little bit too specific for comfort. You don't? Well, let's learn you something. All right. What's your most controversial video game hot take? The pursuit for photorealism in games is a fruitless endeavor that only results in bloated sizes that take too much space. Or, Doom Guy's a bottom. There are two kinds of people. If I could give any advice to my 8-year-old self, stop talking about how much you like owls all the time. You're about to get worthless owl things for every holiday until you're 20. Start talking about how much you like cold hard cash. How do I tell my boyfriend that I want him to scream at me in bed like he's Gordon Ramsay and I'm a little chef who just ruined a creme brulee? You could just tell him that, I don't think he's gonna think it's that weird. It's not like you're asking him to pee on you. Chihuahua owners will really just say things like, "This is Princess Prissy Shits. She's 2 years old, has 17 rare diseases, tried to kill me with a small knife and vomits constantly. She's so cute." And you have to pretend like this little thing doesn't look like a fly with anencephaly and sounds like a broken Wii. I must say, that should also belong in brand new sentence. Never heard that one before. I don't often get sick, but when I do, I instantly become a frail Victorian child asking mother for permission to be carried into the garden to see the sun one last time before the consumption takes hold. That's how I felt after my booster shot, dude. Ordering a pizza in a snowstorm is such a move. Oh, the roads are too bad to drive, but let's see if this 17-year-old kid can make it in his 04 Kia. Look, big tip. That's all I can say. Even if you come from a place in the world where tipping's not customary, you order a pizza or something like that, and a teenager, or anybody for that matter, has to come drive it to your ass, huge tip. Huge. Me at age 16, after sitting in my drug dealer's room for 2 hours in complete silence while he makes beats because I'm not allowed to leave right away or his dad will know he sells drugs. Would the dad really know? I just came by to say hi. Bye. Each morning I put 1 uncooked ravioli in a thermos. I pour hot water over it, sipping it like tea, and then I drink it all day at work. I work at the White House, and at the end of the day, as I take the last sip of tea, the soft ravioli slides into my mouth and I eat it. Oh my god, that's the most psychopathic thing I've ever heard in my life. Please do not eat in the library. The ants will get in and learn to read and get too smart, and knowledge is power, but power corrupts, so they'll turn evil and take over the world. Dude, look, if all ants in the world suddenly rose up against us, we wouldn't stand a f***ing chance. What if he was one big-ass eye socket without an eye? And when women, they take the eye out right before you stick it in, but never show you it, because they know you're gonna freak out. What is wrong with you? Bet the Germans have a word for when you go to what? To stock up on treats for the weekend on a Wednesday, and then have to look at them for the rest of the week. You do have a lot of words. Your death metal garbage sounds like music to sacrifice goats to. Glad you like it. It's truly awful. Can you turn it down, please? You missed the point. If I turn it down, you'll hear the goat screaming. Ah, good point. Turn it up. You will die at an Arby's in Columbus, Ohio. What if I never go to Columbus, idiot? Where are centaurs' lungs and heart? Logic says in the peeply chest bit, but they wouldn't be big enough for an animal that size. And if they're in the horse bit, what's inside the peeply chest bit? Extra ammo. Stamp's foot. I do not want a gumbo recipe from the New York Times. I want a gumbo recipe from an old woman named Mama Thibodeau Landry who can bare-knuckle box an alligator while reciting the Holy Rosary in Cajun French. That is who you should be cooking the Cajun food from, all right? Ask one of them native boys. Or ladies. Generally, you want a grandma, because she spices that shit. Oh, so perfect. I've gone so many years without physical contact that at this point, I think someone tenderly holding my hand would kill me, like how a flavor-blasted goldfish would kill a medieval peasant. I wonder if it actually would kill a medieval peasant. I mean, I don't think it literally would, but I think they would have a heart attack from all that delicious flavor. I mean, imagine the most flavorful thing you've ever had is a piece of bread. Maybe chicken, you know? 1 year in here for $30 billion. You've got no books, movies, phones, consoles, anything. Can you do it? People are talking about this like it's a matter of keeping yourself entertained. Dude, you're gonna be seeing the Hat Man by day 8. Yeah, and I'll welcome him, man. $30 billion will keep me sane. Trust me. 6 desserts that are better than sex, but not as good as Hey Ya by Outkast. Huh. Wanted. Someone to climb into this hole in the library for us. Job requirements. Limber, trusting, has not read the cask of... Khloe Kardashian's hand looks like the hands of what I imagine lives under my bed and grabs my ankles in my sleep. Yikes, those nails are terrible. Me. This pizza's really good. Someone who visited Italy with their family for a week when they were 14. It's fine. Bro, I'm tired of people ever pretending they've had a bad pizza. I don't think so. Unless you literally got that pizza completely uncooked and started eating dough and shit, you didn't have a bad pizza. Oh, Little Caesars is the worst pizza in the... No, it's not. Shut the f*** up, you baby. It's fine. It's pizza, bro. When you get home from a long-ass day at work and your girl asks if you'd still love her if she was a lamp, I don't know, I think it's funny. Unless they use it as an excuse to get mad at you for no reason, in which case it's not funny anymore, but I don't know any girls that do that. Unironically, they should not be giving cops horses. Give those horses to postal workers so I can sit on my porch drinking iced tea and then a guy rides up on a horse and says, "Hey pal, got a letter for you here." The British are coming, man. Me in hell describing gaslighting and love bombing to a medieval peasant who was executed for stealing a spoonful of buckwheat in 1259. I'd watch that show any day. Thursday is the Luigi of weekdays. It's not as popular as Friday, but it's not evil like Monday or Tuesday. Wednesday is Toad. Okay. Wife. Ugh, here comes Brad from my work. Me. Which one's he again? The guy that says things and you can never tell if it's a compliment or an insult. Well, someone smells like muffin mix. Brad, that makes me uncomfortable. All right, customer request. Crust a little crisper than normal, but not too crispy. If that's not vague enough, make it like you're taking revenge on a cheating boyfriend, but you still want to reconcile in the not-so-distant future. Also customer request. The gate's tricky, please don't break it. And the spider on the porch is called Frank. Be nice to Frank, he guards the tomatoes. Apparently some people go to bed and just sleep. They don't plot a 7-book epic fantasy series or softly broil in existential dread or replay every mistake they've ever made. And then they wake up refreshed? It sounds a bit fake, okay? Finding out someone's go-to OTC painkiller is so insane. Like, you're friends with someone for years and then you find out they come from a Tylenol family. Ibuprofen, the hottie, lover, the gold standard. Tylenol, like, okay, I guess. Someone's mom is a nurse. Aleve, hardcore, possibly goth. This person has chronic pain, lots of respect to him. Aspirin, what's going on here? More questions than answers. Totally agree. That all makes sense. Although I'm not buying Aleve or Tylenol, I'm buying the generic version because it's the same shit for half the price. Come on! Wait, does Excedrin mean you're a bougie bitch? Twizzlers taste like as if someone was vaguely thinking of cherries whilst melting plastic bags into a pasta noodle press. Oh man, Twizzlers are terrible. Not sorry. Cool country you got there. Would be a shame if someone invented a website for ranking hot girls on campus and your mom used it to learn how to poison herself with horse paste. I hate the way the dominoes fall. See somebody on Twitter who's more successful than me. I gotta get off this website. Switches to Instagram and sees someone hotter than me. Man, f*** this app. Goes on Facebook and sees a guy I went to middle school with is in jail for murder. There we go. Pigs can't look up, but I could pick up a pig one night and raise it to the sky and tilt this pig ever so gentle. I can make sure this pig's eyes line up with the stars. Imagine seeing the stars for the first time. I want to be treated that kindly and see the stars for the first time. Vincent D'Onofrio? D'Onofrio? Him? Really? No way. Dog shelters. Don't buy puppies. Consider adoption instead. Also dog shelters. This is Piss Fingers. She's 19 years old and can't live in a home with children, books, or electricity. Piss Fingers is nervous around hair and needs 400 acres of land and an orchard of extinct fruits. I'd take in Piss Fingers. Cringer. Remember when Pizza Hut pan pizzas were basically a culinary delicacy? They'd bring them out in a real skillet that was piping hot at 700 degrees Fahrenheit, right as your third song kicked in on the jukebox after you played a game of Galaga. We were royalty. Couldn't you also get those for free through some kind of reading program too? Authorities cannot be more specific than this. Do not touch your partner's private parts while he or she is driving. Yeah, I don't think they could realistically get more specific. Children are so strange. I just had 7 young boys on my front porch demanding to see my cat. They had a leader. I opened the door and before I could greet them he said, "Where's your cat? I know he's in there. We see him in the windows and he's real fat." I don't know what to do here. Get the cat. What do you mean? Shape-shifting is the best superpower because you can have any haircut, anytime you want. You can turn into a hotter version of yourself. You can turn into a dragon, into a robot. You can turn into a shambling mound of abstract shapes and sulk outside your estranged father's house at night while chanting ominously about his sins. This took a weird turn, but I'm still on board. Some of you never had to manually upload your CD collection to your wonky laptop in order to populate your playlist so you could have your favorite music on your iPod, only to have the whole library wiped out because you ejected it improperly, so you smashed your iPod, and it shows. Man, I do remember having to import CDs into iTunes, dude. It was satisfying, gave you something to do for a little while. I'm not like other girls, she said, golden skin shimmering in the summer sun, and she wasn't. She was a rotisserie chicken that I bought, took outside, and performed a small skit with in the parking lot before eating it in my car while sobbing loudly. You sound fun. I hate ordering from Starbucks. It's like, hi, can I get a mango bing bong iced sprinkled banjo drink with 2 shots of Hyundai Tucson, please? It's almost as bad as going to IHOP. You have to say Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity as an adult human being. Tommy Lee Jones always looks like his son just told him he cooked a ribeye steak in an air fryer. You know, I can see that. Streaming music. Every song is on every platform. Streaming shows. Season 1 is on Netflix, 2 is on Hulu, except for the season finale, which is only available on HBO Max in Japan. It's turning into cable again, and I'm getting kind of pissed. The sun is probably the closest thing we'll ever have to a true eldritch abomination. Hear me out here. Older than recorded history, was here longer than any of us, and will be here long after we're gone, has a finite beginning and end, but is still incomprehensibly ancient, burns itself into your vision instantly, and can blind you if you look at it for too long. Further prolonged exposure can cause cancerous growths. Non-humanoid shape floating through space, colossal flaming tentacles angrily lash out on occasion. Sorta just appeared one day and is now surrounded by the corpses of its stillborn children. People use it to sacrifice other people to appease it. Pretty sure it screams at us sometimes. No, it's screaming all the time. We're just lucky that space has no way for sound to travel through it. Otherwise, we'd have that screaming sun from Rick and Morty 24/7. The fewer words a magic sword's name has, the more dangerous it is. You don't want to be on the wrong end of Dark King Grutmor's Edge of Annihilation. Don't get me wrong. But you for sure don't want to be on the wrong end of something called the Throngler. Oh, yeah, the shorter the name, the more legendary it really is. Look at Gandalf's sword. Glamdring. One word. You know what that means? Foe hammer. Or beater. I like foe hammer. Tea. Calming. Many flavors. The answer to all problems. Coffee. Anxiety juice. 3 heartbeats for the price of 1. More than 4 cups and you can talk to electricity. Ooh, I didn't know you could do that. Every woman's biggest nightmare is late marriage. Mine's sitting on a toilet and a hidden snake attacks my vagina, but okay. He drives the car like he's a retired teacher with 3 kids, and this is his side job because his 3rd son will marry soon, and he wants him to have a great wedding. Either you had a Wii growing up or your parents are still together. You only get one. I mean, I had a Wii growing up, but my mom was single until years after I left home. I think they still have the Wii, though. Therapist. So how depressed would you say you've been feeling lately? Me? I don't care anymore if my foot hangs over the bed where a monster can get it. Jesus, wow. Made on Earth by humans. Are we gonna send that one into space too? Where should you have sex once in your life? On the hood of your car, in the dead of night beside a railroad track while a long freight train flies by. The breeze on your feels amazing. So I've heard. Imagine someone asks you to cat sit. You come over, and it's just a goddamn femboy sitting there in cat ears gnawing at you. I'd get in so much trouble for f***ing their cat. Jesus Christ. Your fiance gets kidnapped in a foreign country. You stay out till 2 a.m. searching with authorities, but eventually, you call it and return to your hotel. Do you still do your skincare routine, yes or no? Oh, that reminds me of the one relating to your wife being in the hospital. You have to drive there. On the way there, do you play some tunes, or do you drive in silence? What a fun question to end today's video on, folks. Before we get going, though, let's make sure we take a look at that fan art. Fan art for EmKay. I drew this in school. Ooh, you know, I really like the vibes I get from pencil sketches like this. They just have a different feeling to them, you know? Always remember, if you even somewhat enjoyed today's video, consider dropping a like down below. And if you really enjoyed today's video, make sure you get yourself subscribed and click that bell icon. And hey, if you want to see or hear more of yours truly, you can check out the links in the description down below. And until next time, we'll be seeing ya.